Well, generally this would be seen as a house museum. You know, it has the two oldest historic houses in Hawaii on the site, but it also has this amazing archives as part of it as well. And it's the official name is Hawaiian Mission Houses Historic Site and Archives, and that's a really important pairing because the archive includes the largest collection of Hawaiian language books in the world, and it also has the letters and journals and many of the records from the Hawaiian Mission beginning in 1820. And those are some of the best records to understanding the history of Hawaii in the 19th century and all the changes that were going on at that time.
The stories that are here, the personal stories, and everything, push you on the ground level so that you really get an understanding. I don't think you can get that in any other place.
People just like stories in general, and that's what we're here to tell. We're here to tell the story of the missionaries and their interactions with Hawaiians and the role that they played in Hawaii's history. The museum collection is over 10,000 individual pieces, including our historical artifacts, as well as our education collection that we use for hands-on activities. For the most part, the objects come from descendants of the missionaries who donate their family heirlooms. We get the actual objects from the families, from the individual people.
Well, the house wasn't a New England house. The house was basically mostly cut in New England and then shipped here in pieces, almost prefabricated, erected here. And some of the furnishings came from New England, other furnishings were actually made here, but they were New England farmers. And so they made furniture in the New England style. And it looks like a New England home that you would see in Massachusetts. One of the things that people like the most about the exhibit, I think, is the dioramas. We've got two dioramas that show what the site looked like in 1820 and then what the site looked like in 1853. The 1820 diorama is grass halle and fairly barren landscape. The 1850s diorama shows the growth of the area, shows Kaiahao Church having been constructed of coral. So that diorama in and of itself shows material progress over time, at least. I think a museum's responsibility to the community is to collect things from the past that tell a broad story from different perspectives whenever possible. To get the community involved in its history, its own history, help them understand how they became the people they are today, what the historical roots of contemporary issues are. And I think that's something that you always got to go back and forth between. People aren't going to be interested in history unless they see some relevance in their lives today. And so we always want to try to make that connection. Why should they care about this?
We don't have a future without our past. And knowing the past and being aware of the history, I think will help us to find solutions or be able to work towards a better society.